Hello and welcome to Digital Illustration Lesson 2 in Turn Hand Sketches into Vector Art. In this lesson, we will be going over how to bring in your photograph from an emailed image or scanned drawing into Adobe Photoshop and edit it so it's ready to bring into Adobe Illustrator. To begin, open Adobe Photoshop and click on File Open to bring in your JPEG or image file into Photoshop. Make sure it is rotated the correct direction, so you can go under Image Rotation if need be. Mine is all set up right now. What we want to do is edit the contrast of the photo so the black and white is really strong and the image is not in color. So first step, I'm going to go to Image, Adjustments, click on black and white, OK. Next, go under Image and Adjustments, and let's click on the brightness and contrast. I'm going to boost the brightness a bit and the contrast of that black so it's not a gray screen. Hit OK. Lastly, I want to crop out these black tape marks and other items on the desk. I can either use the crop tool and pull this in, however make sure it's unconstrained at the top, or you can use the rectangle marquee and crop it that way. Push enter. Okay, so now I've got an image edited, black and white, played with brightness and contrast. Next, I want to export it as a JPEG file to bring into Illustrator. So I'm going to go up to File, Save As, and I'm going to save this just to my desktop so I can easily reference it. However, save this in whatever folder so you have all your different phases. And we're going to call this Mountain Sketch. Okay. Next step, open Adobe Illustrator. And we're going to go up to File, Open, and open that mountain sketch. And you can see here on my screen I have the next phase, what we're going to end up getting to. However, it's going to initially look like this when you bring in any type of drawing. I have my artboard currently set at 5 inches by 5 inches. However, this does not matter and you can adjust it as you go through the course. So you can always come back there. Okay, so I have a file. It's in here as Skillshare Mountain Sketch. I'm going to go ahead and File, Save As, and save it as Phase 2. Okay, so the last step of this lesson is to turn this into vector artwork so it's ready to fill in the colors in the next phase. So I'm going to click on the image and go up to Window and scroll down until you see Image Trace, and this box of options is going to pop up. While you have your image selected, go under the preset and go all the way down to Sketched Art. And hit OK. Alright, so if I zoom in here, you will see that this has turned into vector line work. While my image is selected, I can move the threshold to collect more data or less. So play along with this. It'll depend what types of pens you used and how that image came into Photoshop. I'm going to go around 123 or so. Okay. And lastly, I'm going to go to Object and push Expand. And note that it's expanding here as an object and a fill. I'm going to push OK. So if I zoom in again, these are actually filled objects rather than lines. So that is one entire fill. That concludes lesson 2, and we'll see you in the next lesson.